Hello, I'm Kushan, and I'm going to explain the Stack Overflow profile script that I coded using Python and Pandas. For this, I'm using a third-party library called Beautiful Soup. So if you go to Beautiful Soup, it is a open source software library to scrape web data. From that, that's the library that I'm going to use to scrape data from Stack Overflow. So the problem testers to scrape data from these users in Stack Overflow, their name, their URL, and the reputation score, and including all the medals they earned. So if we go to the scrape.python file in the repository, here we can see how the scraping part is done. First, I open a connection with the local CSV file, and then start writing a row which is the header. In that CSV file we have name, URL, location, reputation, and the medals they earned. So after that, I have a loop, do while loop, which I implemented in Python, which is continuously getting requests from the user page of Stack Overflow, and pre-processing it via this function, and then writing it to the file. Pretty simple code. Here we came over some issues regarding data inconsistencies, so I had to take care of the pre-process the data in here. So if you go to the file that generated from the scraping, here we have the file, and inside that we have the name, the URL of the user, and then their location and the reputation score. So we can see we can see all the like about let's see, I was able to scrape about oops, sorry about that. If I go here, about like 1,400,000 profile data from the Stack Overflow, and then I use this data to analyze it and make calculate the percentage position from the general users. So in the analyze Python script, basically what I'm doing is reading the data from this file, and then pretty much outputting the data. So here we can see all the reputation scores, their locations, and their names, and after that we are calculating their position from the rest of the Stack Overflow users, and then we prompt the user to enter location to check whether calculate their ranking from the rest of the Stack Overflow users in a specific area, and then we output those data to a CLI, to terminal. So if I quickly run the scraper, so Python 3 and then analyze. I'm not going to run the scraper just yet because I already have here a big data set. So yeah, so let's do oops, sorry. Okay, Python 3. Okay, so first it prompts the user to enter their URL. So I could if I just go to this dataset to check get a user. So let's say we would like to know this Julian's position, so ranking. So if I just copy paste it here, so it just gives all the details about Julian, so pretty basic stuff. And then it's calculating the Julian's ranking with the rest of the users. So it returns it 48%. He's on top of top 48% of all the users. So then the program is asking us to enter a location. So Julian is from Colombia, so if I just put Colombia here and hit enter, it just calculates all the users in Colombia and then returns the ranking of the Julian from all the Colombian Stack Overflow users. So let's try another example. So if I just run that again and select someone in the top. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's try to find someone from Australia. Well, okay, yeah. So if I just get his URL, and so let's say we want to find Joseph's rankings, so we just get his URL and put it in the script, and it just first returns all the details about Josh, and then it calculates his ranking from the rest of the users. So yeah, so from the user all the users which I scraped, he is in the top 19%. So that seems about right when we consider the area we are in, since it's sorted according to their reputation score. And then if we just put Australia here and hit enter, it shows that he's in top 17% from the all the Australian Stack Overflow users. So likewise we can check all of these people and their reputation score and the rankings accordingly. So to demonstrate finally to demonstrate the script, I'll just go in this file and get rid of this initially collected data. And so if I just run script very fast script, so this is just page numbers which the script scraped from the Stack Overflow website. So if we go to the, so we can see just quickly oops, sorry, it's this one. Yeah, not bad. Oh, sorry about that. I'll just run it quickly again. Okay, so I'll just run the file again. So it just scrapes the data. So you can see it just scraping data real fast. So I'll just explain the script real fast. So first, I'm keeping a placeholder to know which page the scraper is currently scraping, and then I'm opening a connection to a file. And then first the header row is written, and then I have a while loop which continuously runs to scrape data from the Stack Overflow users web page. So good thing about this is in Stack Overflow website, we can actually get number of pages here. So I just use the number here. So where is that? Okay. Oops. So from that I took this numbers and then use the get request to go through all the numbers. So once the final page is reached, if we try to go beyond the next go to the next page, it will just throw a exception. So from that exception I'll break from the loop, and then in this function scrape profiles is the function that scrapes all the details from the profiles. So I'm scraping all the data from this profile grid, and then saving it to a CSV file. So here we can see this grid layout, which includes all the details from the users. So in each grid the information about users are shown. So that's pretty much the two Python scripts to scrape data from Stack Overflow users, and then visualize analyze it to give the percentage position of the users. Thank you for listening, and hope you have a good day.